Ladies and gentlemen, we are here ready to have a bomb conversation on matters film. And as said before, I am not alone. I am accompanied today by other two beautiful ladies that are here. I want them to say hello. They arrived early, people. They were ready to do this. So I want them to say hello and tell us who they are. And we will jump right in. We start right here on my right.
Hi guys. My name is Whitney Namwaka Papai. Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Sandra Gaturi.
Yes, I am here with Whitney and Sandra. They have a couple of titles in their bags that we are going to go through, as we go in the midst of the conversation. And we want to start with Whitney. Whitney, what do you do? Then I'll start with what do you do so that we can get into who you are and the things among the number of things that you do.
Right. Basically, I am a recent producer stroke director. I double as a director too. An entrepreneur, feminist, if we could add that on the books. So yeah, I'm very passionate about financial literacy among the youth and our peers. Yeah. So that's basically what I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. I want to know what interested you in film to start on as a producer, as a director?
Long story short, growing up, I used to watch Viola Davis.
Yes.
She is my role model when it comes to film.
Yes.
And she has doubled as a producer, an executive producer in some of the films. She has acted, she's directed too.
Yes.
So watching her growing up, it really influenced my decision to do film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. If you guys are wondering, Viola Davis, you guys have watched How to Get Away with Murder. The Iron Lady, the star of that show, is the lady that Whitney is talking about. Her name is Viola Davis, in case you didn't know, So we are back. Exactly. Sandra, tell me, you are an actress, script writer. I saw a couple of titles in there, so I think the question is the same. What interested you to get into that line of work?
Growing up, I have always loved to perform, and so I decided that this is the line of work that I'll pursue as a career. Yeah.
Yes. Then you got into it. How was your getting into the action? There is saying this is what I want to do, and then there is getting 2 feet into the industry, and then how was that beginning of it, Sandra?
First of all, it was not really easy because film was not something that was really loved. It was not received, was not well received. So I decided that I'm going to pursue this. I had a conversation with my parents, and they agreed to it, and so they decided to support me.
So you did have that conversation, because that was my next question, because parents tend to wonder, how are you going to make payment? How are you going to be able to organize your life and have some money for you to to move your everyday when you are in film. So they did agree, and then you got into acting. What was the very first thing that you ever acted?
I started with set books.
Yes, set books.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a couple of them in your mind. But the way they are changing them nowadays, I don't know, they're just becoming way too many.
They are changed like every 4 or 5 years. Yes. So amazing. I started with set books, and then I decided to join theater school. I majored in theater, and currently that is what I am doing.
Which was your favorite set book acting?
I did the Caucasian Chalk Circle. I was Grusha.
Yes. Ooh, all right. I know you guys from a certain, was that 2013, 2014, or 2015. I actually really did enjoy that book. Awesome. So that is Sandra's journey here. Let's go back to Whitney, and I want to know, the film industry is big. We have actors, we have actresses, then we have script writers. What you do, production and directing, and also partly script writer. How do you pick and choose?
In this industry, I don't think you can pick and choose. It chooses you.
Yes.
Yeah. It chooses you.
Okay.
Literally, you get a story, you dive deep into it, you write it, well, if you're capable of doing it, you direct it and you produce it. So that is part of my story.
Yes.
That is,
so in short, you find yourself in the process.
Exactly.
Or in the process of doing that. Okay. When you got into script writing, because I feel like that is usually like around everything is important, but that is kind of the beginning of everything. What inspires a script? Like you just seated, then you're thinking, what do I write about? Where do you draw your inspiration for script writing from?
Script writing, I'd like to look at it as me telling a story.
Yeah.
And you get stories everywhere.
Yeah.
You could be walking and see something happening, and it just inspires a story out of you.
Yeah.
So the story finds you anywhere, everywhere, doing anything and everything. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. So and then you pass on that script to people like Sandra to bring it to
the talent
to life. Exactly. Talents to bring it to life.
Yeah.
I want to know, even though we have not jumped into Broken Mirror, how did you meet Whitney? Like where and how did that happen?
Nice. Whitney, she's my classmate.
Yes.
And a friend.
Yes.
So we met in first year.
Yes.
And we've been friends all through.
Yes.
Yeah. So when she decided to write this script, I'm happy she chose me to execute it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. I feel like there is no avoiding Broken Mirror, because that's where a lot of what is happened. Yeah. So where did you get the inspiration for writing Broken Mirror?
Broken Mirror is a reenactment of the terrorist attack that happened at Garissa. That killed 147 students.
Yeah.
So ideally, I was just trying to bring that story to life and tell their stories. They were victims of an attack that took their lives.
Yeah.
So that is where the title Broken Mirror comes from.
Yes.
You, as a child, when you're brought into society, you're a mirror of the society. A lot of hopes are placed on you.
Yeah.
So when something happens to you, that hope is broken, that hope is diminished. So, Broken Mirror.
In short, the mirror is broken. What was mirroring what we had put our hope into.
Exactly.
That story, like, of course, it was horrible to watch and experience, and even closer home, because I remember I was in high school right at the time, and one of the kids to one of our matrons passed on in that whole saga. And I can like, when you say Broken Mirror, I can see it right there and then, because she was like her life. You know, the matron of your school, her kid, all her hopes are inside that child. And sorry for your loss. I still feel like the sting of pain, the pain that those parents, all those 147 families, having lost children at their prime, at their age. So I think that is a story definitely that is worth telling. Sandra, when you were told about the story, what was your first reaction?
I was like, what? Are you sure you're going to execute this?
Yes.
Because it's difficult and it's not an easy story, because it's a real life story.
Yes.
So it's something that actually happened to people. So being the one to execute it was tough, but T for tough.
Exactly.
Very talented.
T for tough.
And T for talented as well. So you're doing all those things together.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So what I want you to tell me, what's the difference between writing a script for reenactment of a thing that happened and writing a script from scratch? You know, an imaginative script from all of the drama happening is inside your head. Is it easier or even tougher?
Right. Writing fiction stories, I think for me, it allows you to roam around with your imagination.
Yes.
You can put anything and every character imaginable in there. But when you're doing a story like this, Broken Mirror, you have to keep in mind real events that happened. You have to keep in mind your audience who might be victims of this attack, something like this.
Yes.
So these are things you have to keep in mind. And also doing a real event story that happened allows you to tell stories of real people who might not have had that chance to have told their story.
True.
Unlike in fictions, stories where you can input anything, you can give them your story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So does this mean that you had to go through a lot of research, past the news, like past where a common, a common mwananchi or a common lady or guy just saw on the news? Did you have to dig a little further?
Then that was part of it. I had to do a lot of research on it. I have a friend whose brother passed during the attack, so it was a very emotional process. Yeah.
What are some of your sources now? We know now there is a friend of yours whose brother, succumbed to that whole a saga that happened. But what were your other sources of, gathering information for this?
I went through the news that happened there. I went through papers that had been written. I went through the DCI reports that had been given out.
Yeah.
So basically, what was the story that was told versus what actually happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there some keen differences, that you noted of things that, we took a ground and what was reported?
Based on what I found out was there are not a lot of stories of the victims.
Yes.
There were different approaches that I could have taken when telling this story.
Yeah.
I could have taken the terrorist version where I am inside the head of the terrorist.
Yeah.
But I decided to take the road of the victim because a lot of the stories weren't told. There were just 147 victims. They were all blanketed in that number. And there were no individual stories. These were children to people. These were sisters. These were,
Yes, these were brothers,
these
like
were
you
brothers.
have said, yes.
So the difference was just that kulingana na uwezo wangu, I cannot say I found something big because reports like this are also not very much accessible to the public. So for now, that's what I could have
exactly
found. Yeah.
And I cannot wait. Honestly, I'm excited to watch it because even if it is just 2-3 stories of the 147, because all of those were 147 very different stories that we could act from now to so very many years to come. So Sandra, you are not alone, of course, as part of the cast and crew. Yes. How was your engagement with fellow cast? How did you feel in the process of bringing Broken Mirror to life?
It was fun and interesting.
Yeah.
I interacted with a lot of them.
Yeah.
And we got to share also stories from different levels. And it was also not easy, like, waking up, going to sets and locations and getting lines.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of work, but I'm glad we were able to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now that we have not seen it yet, does it have a lot of lines that you needed, to?
Not really lines, but there's Sandra the person and there's the character.
Yes.
So there's the process of getting into the character and becoming that person who tells that story.
Yes.
So that is where most of the work is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like that it's a very somber kind of film. Did that have an impact on you?
Yeah. It did, because I realized I represented someone who actually went through this.
Yes.
So it made me emotional and feel some sort of loss.
Yeah.
Because it could have been anyone. It could have been her.
Yeah.
It could have been me or you. So yes, it was emotional.
To put yourself in those shoes was quite emotional.
Yes.
Whitney, how long did it take to put it together, to put Broken Mirror together?
It took a period of about ballpark 4 months.
Yeah.
Because this was part of a project that was to be inducted in the school system.
Yeah.
So it took about 4 months to pre-produce, write the script, look for a cast, look for a crew, and a working cast and crew, because you have to find people who are in line with your vision.
Yeah.
You have to find people who get the job done.
Yes.
So it took about 4 months, and then we shot it for around a month, and then the post-production began, and now we have a very proper film.
Yes.
Very proper.
I like it that we are about to debut, so I am waiting for us to get there. Yes. Yes, we do have a trailer, and we want to take a look at the trailer actually, so that guys can have a feel, of what we are talking about, on what they are expecting. Yeah. So if we have it ready, we would like it to run right about now.
Napata A.
Congratulations.
School is just not my thing. I'd much rather be in San Francisco jamming.
Karo, ukienda shule, make sure that you do your best. Chase your dreams. Make your dreams come true. Sawa?
Unaona hapa penye unatuona sisi mkubwa. Sisi ni degree holders, unaona?
Gentlemen, whatever you've just signed is an NDA. You're not to divulge any information from this meeting to any living thing. After this, you can choose whether to proceed with us or leave.
Tumesoma tukapita, but still system imetufailisha. Wase wanafaa kutupatia job, ndio hawa wase wanaplania dark.
Walayo we ni mwise. We ni mwise.
You're literally the first person I've met who gives a shit about how people think. Boys will be boys, and eventually they all want the same thing.
Think about it and get back to me by noon.
Yes, that is just a snippet of what is going to be happening at the Broken Mirror. And we've seen some familiar faces of actually people who have been here before. People like Edna have been here on other films. And you're seeing some familiar faces here and there. This should tell you that there is talent right here at Kenyatta University. So then if you're out there and you're sourcing for crew and cast, they're here. They're within. Sandra and her team are within. Exactly. Look no further. They are here already. I want to go back to the editing process because this again is a somber, sad kind of film. How was the editing process for that?
The editing process had to take part in a very systematic way.
Yes.
So for the editor, we had to provide a very conducive environment for him to be able to do that. But I guess ni filamu.
So it takes a bit, yes, but it was put together. Okay, let's now get into you put the film together. You got your cast and crew. But apart from Sandra, how did you gather your other cast members?
My cast, especially when I was writing the script, I had very specific people in mind. So when I'm writing the script, I know this role is for this person. So I told them in advance, prepared them, and then after I was done writing the script, I sent it to them. They read through, they gave me back their feedback, and we got to shooting.
Yes, how effective do you feel that is, as opposed to writing the script first without anyone in mind, then calling for auditions? Which one would you rather, and what are the pros and cons of each?
Which would I rather? I'd rather I just write and then look for the cast later on. Because it allows me to be surprised. By whoever will play the role. But with this specific film, this was a special film. It needed very special people. It needed me to have very specific people in mind who I knew would play the roles to perfection, because it's a very emotional film. It touches on people's actual lives. So
exactly. Okay, I feel like that is perfectly answered. What message rather? Okay, I know we are reenacting an event that happened, but what message would you like people, after sitting down and watching Broken Mirror, what message would you like people to take home?
The message I'd like people to take home is love people when they are here, when they are still present, when they are physically here, or when you can touch them and you can call them. Do that, because life is short. You might be here with somebody and then tomorrow they're not, and the regret is astounding. So love people when they are
there. Sandra, yes, but now that you brought that to life, what would you like a person to take home?
Be kind. In this era of mental diseases and whatnot, you never know what people are going through. People are mourning and in pain. So be kind every day. It doesn't cost anything to be kind.
Wow, I love that. I hope we will get to watch it. Now let's get to the premiere. When is the film?
Good things.
Premiering.
So the film premieres on 25th of this month, which is next this Saturday that's coming.
Saturday.
It will be at Greenspan Mall, Motion Cinemas, a very beautiful place. You guys should come through. Oh my God. Bring vibes, bring happiness. We will be, all of us will be there waiting for you. It will be such a very beautiful experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. So Motion Cinemas on the 25th. This is this Saturday.
Yeah.
Time?
The time is at 3 p.m. The tickets, we were proudly sponsored by Tico Hub.
Yes.
For the ticketing.
Yes.
Check them out.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you can find the tickets via any one of us.
Yes.
Or we'll provide. Yeah, there's a Tico Hub
site. Just go to Tico Hub and select the event Broken Mirror.
Yes.
And once you're there, you can buy a ticket.
Yes, but the Tico Hub has made that really easy. Just Google Tico Hub, then they'll give you a list of the films that they are giving tickets for, and it's a very easy, step-by-step process, so I know you won't miss it. I'm getting to their social medias in just a while, but just a question for you, Sandra. What did you feel it took for you to bring the character to life? Like, did you need some preparation or during for you to actually really bring the main character to life?
What it took?
Yes.
It took me to separate myself and the character.
Yes.
Because in acting, there's you, the person, and there's you, the character.
Yeah.
So you have to separate yourself as a person from who you are and what you are and what you do, and get into this character. Like, you have to seclude yourself, understand the lines.
Yes.
So that even as you speak them out, you're not just speaking lines, but you're giving life to these lines that you're giving.
Yes.
Yeah. And sometimes it's hard. You look crazy. You have to walk around memorizing lines and yeah.
What was going on through your mind?
I wanted to make sure that out of the 147 people whose stories were not told, I will represent that.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, I like that. So we have agreed on the 25th, this Saturday. So we have a date, art and calendar. We are going to be repeating this event on the 25th of July at Greenspan Mall, Motion Cinemas from 3 p.m. How much are the tickets going for?
Student tickets are going for 800, but we are going to have a flash sale at 500.
Yeah.
Regular tickets go for 1,000 bob, and the VIP.
Yes.
What wangu?
Yeah.
2,000 shillings. Yeah.
2,000 shillings. I feel like that is affordable, ladies and gentlemen. That is in the range of the films that we have been watching. And then there's a flash sale. So look out for that. If you're a student, look out for that, and you're going to be getting one or two. Before we get to whether you're giving, not whether, how many tickets you're giving us and giving me, I want us to talk about Kidogo about Father's Day. I want us to move. I know we have talked about the film and everything, but I can imagine fathers who lost their sons, who lost their daughters. And yesterday we are celebrating fathers. So one, I want to give you an opportunity to celebrate your dads or men in your life that are fathers or father figures. Let's start there. I think we start with Sandra.
I have a couple of them who I am honored to call fathers in my life. My very own dad, Gaturi. I love you so much. You have been the best dad. You have been so supportive. And I wouldn't wish to have any other dad. So I love you so much, and God bless you. I also want to mention Reverend Washira from Deliverance Church Theta, and Pastor Reverend Elijah Gedhaiga from CMF Utawala. Those have been the men in my life that have stood by me and have grounded me until where I am today. So big shout out to you. I love you so much.
Wow. A happy Father's Day to all of you. You have done a great job. Whitney.
Yes, to my father. I don't know if he's watching, but they have the coolest dad. I think people who know me, personally, they know that man is the coolest ever. We call him Bazeng.
Yes.
Bazenga. But shout out to you, Dad. He's held it down for us for many years, and he has come down to our level to joke with us, to just experience our lives as us. So I'd really like to thank him for that. Thank you for being funny. Thank you for opening my doors. when I want to walk into a room. Thank you for cooking for me.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you, Dad. You're cool. You try.
Amazing. I like that. What are some of the things that you guys do now that you say that it usually comes down to your level? I like that because we are talking about the ways in which we can enhance father-child relationships. I think let's get personal. What are some of the things that you do with your dads that you feel enhance those relationships? Again, we start with Sandra.
First of all, I'd say being present.
Yeah.
It is very core that a dad is present in their child's life.
Yeah.
Like, it does a lot. It builds so much. And so first is being present.
Yeah.
And then communication.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything I cannot tell my dad.
Yeah.
So that's free space of having to talk to your dad, or communicating, or telling them whenever anything is going wrong. That's, that friendship between a father and a child is very key.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. I think we've talked about communication, and actually she has talked about my point number 2, which is present, because you can't even communicate if you're not there in the first place. True. Whitney?
She's said most of the things, but what I'd like to just emphasize on is the friendship part. Yeah, because learn what you both love, learn what your kid loves and what your father loves, and do it together. For me, I watch wrestling with my dad. It's a thing. So we build a friendship out of that, and so I am very comfortable with him. I mean, of course, being a parent and a child, sometimes we can ruffle feathers, but there's nothing that can't be solved when you have friendship at your core.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. I love that. I want you guys to give me your social media handles, of course, and Tico, just remind people, I hope on your pages you have the link to where they can purchase, but personal social media handles where guys can get to purchase the tickets to Broken Mirror. Sandra?
You can find me on any social media platform at Sandra_Gaturi. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Whitney?
For me, it's Black_Magic, BLEC_MAJIK. Black Magic, as you can see.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I like that. How many tickets are we getting? Ndio tukuje Greenspan Mall.
Mko wangapi?
Tuko wengi.
Mko wangapi?
Define wengi.
Ongea na producer vizuri. Mwite kando.
Huyu ndio producer. Sawa, we will talk about that.
Yeah, come through 3 p.m.
Come through,
Tico Hub, just Google Tico Hub and select Broken Mirror. I can't wait to see you people. It will be so much fun. Yeah.
Amazing. I like that. I really, really like that. So you guys took on a form here Saturday. This Saturday we are doing nothing but 3 p.m. Greenspan Mall, motion. Yes?
All roads.
Yes. All roads headed to Greenspan Mall.
Yes.
And you're going to be enjoying that. Wait, how long is Broken Mirror? That's an important question.
It's just 1 hour, one and a half.
Yes,
hours.
Around 1.5 hours. So from about 3 p.m. to 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Just give us that time, and you're going to be enjoying an amazing film put together carefully over time by brilliant ladies, and you are going to love it. We want to go for a short break, but when we come back, we are going to be having our second launch. We are going to be talking matters refugees and refugee integration. Guys, these are the guys from Anika Initiative. You know we love them. They are here. They are ready to have this conversation. They are ready to tell you how you can help, how you can be part of that conversation. So stick around. But right about now, we are done with Broken Mirror, but we do have a date on Saturday at 3 p.m. Greenspan Mall. We will be right back.
Napata A.
Congratulations.
School is just not my thing. I'd much rather be in San Francisco jamming.
Karo, ukienda shule, make sure that you do your best. Chase your dreams. Make your dreams come true. Sawa?
Naona hapa penye unatuona sisi mkubwa. Sisi ni degree holders, unaona?
Gentlemen, whatever you've just signed is an NDA. You're not to divulge any information from this meeting to any living thing. After this, you can choose whether to proceed with us or leave.
Tumesoma tukapita, but still system imetufailisha. Wase wanafaa kutupatia job, ndio hawa wase wanaplania dark.
Walayo tiwe ni mwise. We ni mwise.
You're literally the first person I've met who gives a shit about how people think. Boys will be boys, and eventually they all want the same thing.
Think about it. You'll get back to me by noon.